Hello! Today's video is going to be another history book haul. I've done a couple of history book hauls on my channel before and I'll try and link them up there and down the description box. As usual, if you want to get your hands on any of them, they will also be linked in the description box below. Now, all of these books I was very kindly sent from various publishers. I'm very, very grateful for that. And I will mention the publishers as I go. Some of these are new releases, some of these are a bit older. But yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first couple of books that I got is from the History Press, and the first book I was actually sent with a compliment slip, and it says, "Hello Lil, many thanks for your interest in reviewing the ration book diet. I hope you cook up something tasty," which I think is exactly what I'm going to do with it. This is the ration book diet. It's by Mike Brown, Carol Harris and CJ Jackson. Here it is. It's a really nice little book. I thought it was going to be massive, but luckily it's not too big at all. And it's a lovely hardback cover. Inside is kind of what you expect, but with a bit of a twist. So inside is packed full of recipes from the time of rationing during the Second World War. As well as that, they're done seasonally, as you would expect, and at the beginning we have lots and lots of information about rationing in general, why rationing was done, why it was important, as well as lots of beautiful images like this. And if you know someone who's interested in, like myself, the Second World War, interested in food during the Second World War, then this would be a really nice present to give someone actually. As well as that, throughout the book you do get little snippets of information, such as snippets on Christmas or the importance of growing your own vegetables, things like that. Now, I don't eat meat, and there are lots of veggie recipes in here as well, so looking forward to trying some of these out, so thank you History Press. The next book that I was kindly sent was They Fought in the Fields, the Women's Land Army by Nicola Tyra, with a foreword from Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth the Late Queen Mother, the story of a forgotten victory. After doing my video on So You Want to Be a World War II Bomb Girl, which I'll link up there somewhere, I really wanted to learn more excuse me, about women during the Second World War and their jobs during the Second World War. I'm currently doing research about my other grandmother and her occupation, but I really wanted to learn more, and particularly the Women's Land Army, because I grew up in the countryside and I just thought it'd be an interesting place to start, so I'm really looking forward to reading this, so thank you very much History Press. The next two books are from Pen and Sword, and the first one is Scourge of Henry VIII, The Life of Mary de Guise by Melanie Craig. Here it is. What a beautiful cover. I was instantly attracted to this by the cover, as I think anyone would be. And then there's a line on the back which really interested me, and it says, "A unique look at the Tudors via one of their greatest enemies." Dun dun dun. Mary de Guise is someone who shamefully I know very little about, other than she's Mary Queen of Scots' mother. That's pretty much all I know. So I really want to read more and to learn more about this woman, because her life is supposed to be absolutely fascinating. So here we go. And the other book I was kindly sent is this one, and it's The Suffragette Bombers, Britain's Forgotten Terrorists by Simon Webb. As you know, I'm a massive lover of the suffragettes and I find them absolutely fascinating, and I thought the idea of them being terrorists was a very interesting perspective, because of course they did absolutely wreak terror, and they exploded things, they set fire to things, they threw things through shop windows, you know, they caused a lot of damage, so it's an interesting perspective, and I am so excited to read this one. I opened the first couple of pages and I was instantly hooked, so very excited for this one, so thank you very much Pen and Sword. Next I got a few from Michael O'Mara books, the first of which is History's Naughty Bits by Karen Dolby. It's quite a rude cover, so I should probably cover it up somewhere, but I thought this would just be quite a funny book in general, talking about the naughty bits through history, because there's quite a few, so I thought that might be a really funny book. And then I got Bad History, How We Got the Past Wrong by Emma Marriott, which I thought was quite an interesting concept of the idea of kind of almost myths through history, or things that have been kind of idolised through history. For instance, was the defeat of the Spanish Armada England's greatest victory? That's what Emma Marriott discusses. Things like that, you know, things that we think are amazing but they're not that great, or things that were terrible but actually they weren't that bad. Just dispelling kind of myths, I guess. And lastly, from Michael O'Mara books, a brand new release I was very kindly sent, and it's this one. Oh, this is Crown of Blood, The Deadly Inheritance of Lady Jane Grey. It's by Nicola Tallis. It's her first book. and if you look how the light just catches it, it's absolutely beautiful. If you don't follow me on Instagram or Twitter, my links are down there, as they always are, then you won't have seen this, but if you do follow me, you would have seen this, because I have been taking plenty of pictures because it's absolutely gorgeous. Just look how it just catches the light. Ooh. Nicola Tallis is meant to provide great things. She's worked with people like Alison Weir and Tracy Borman, so really looking forward to it. And I have to say, Michael O'Mara Books, you produce really nice press releases as well. This came out on the 3rd of November. Isn't this beautiful? But not only that, let me show you the inside. Are you ready? Oh, can you see that? You see the detail? Isn't that pretty? Whew, isn't this beautiful? And also, it's so beautifully written. I started reading little snippets and I just fell in love. So, yes, thank you, Michael O'Mara Books. And then finally, a couple of books from one of my favourite publishers, which is Amberley, who produce some fantastic history books. First off, we have Henry III, the Son of Magna Carta by Matthew Lewis. This book will be very close to my heart because this was the first ever book launch that I went to, and I actually filmed the book launch. So when the review comes up, it'll be entwined with the book launch and review, which will be really exciting. It's the first one they ever went to and I absolutely loved it. When I went to the book launch, I didn't really have that high expectations because I didn't know what to expect. But hearing Matthew talk about Henry III, a king that, in all fairness, I know very little about, I was absolutely amazed and just really wanted to read and learn more about him. So really looking forward to reading this. This came out on the 17th of October, came out in hardcover, but you can get it on Kindle as well. And then finally, another one which I have been Instagramming and tweeting all about is Catherine of Aragon by Amy Licence, An Intimate Life of Henry VIII's True Wife. Look how big this is. This is about 500 pages. It's a very chunky monkey, but it's absolutely brilliant. I've started, again, sneaking little snippets out of it, and I find it fascinating because this doesn't really start with Catherine of Aragon. This starts with her parents. This is a proper full biography of Catherine of Aragon, and if you want a proper full-length biography, not autobiography, full-length biography of Catherine, this would be a brilliant one to go to. Yeah, absolutely fascinating. So very, very happy with this. So thank you very much, Amberley. I'm going to read this very, very soon. I'm so excited. And Amy Licence is so nice and she writes so beautifully well. So I know I'm going to love this. So there is my book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I'll leave links to the books down the description bar below. Thank you very much to all the publishers that very kindly sent me those books. If you want me to do a video on being sent things from publishers and what I think about them, let me know and I'll do that for you. So I hope you're all well, I hope you all have a lovely day, and I shall see you soon for the next video. Take care, bye!